Alright, hello everyone, this is Resbit. Today we're going to be viewing a scrim between Team Olive and, let me get this team's full name here. That would be Team True to Life Acceleration Club. There we go, that's quite a name. Alright, looks like the match is about to get started here pretty soon with a random map on tower control, soon to be determined. Team Olive deciding to field Sendo, Soren, Fuzzy, and Dude. Dude's still rocking that tag from 4Ds, I believe, which is a team that he tends to play in LANs in the UK. Fun little fact there. Alright, and it looks like we're going to be playing on Kelp Dome, the most recent map added to Splatoon 2. I think everybody was happy when this map came back from Splatoon 1. This was always a fan favorite. Uh-oh, looks like we're having some lobby issues here. Just stick with us and the scrim will start very soon. It seems Dude has the infamous screen bug going on, wherein sometimes the Switch displays very glitchy graphics, and it's quite difficult to tell what's going on. But nothing a good Switch reset can't fix. Okay, we are just about to get started with match 1 here. Hopefully for real this time. Alright. And of course we're starting off with Tower Control Kelpto, as I said before. Fan favorite map. I'm sure everybody's glad it's back. An critical thing to do here in any game mode really is to control the street, which is left relative to the spawn. This area is incredibly important for defense, and conversely, taking your opponent's area is incredibly important for being able to make a very solid push. So, other than that, of course, mid is the next most obvious target. But I would say that street is generally the most important area. So let's see what they do in terms of their opening plays there. I'm actually very curious to see what kind of compositions we see here. In Splatoon 1, I feel like I could get a good pulse of what each team would run based on the map. But since Splatoon 2 is so new, it's very difficult to really even be able to guess, especially with all the patches and shakeups going on recently. We've seen a lot of splashdown, we've seen a lot of baller, we've seen a little bit less armor, but armor's still around. Alright, let's get to it. Alright. Looks like a fairly standard opening place for both teams. Sendo deciding to go great above the street. Oh, and he goes down. That leaves 3 olive versus... Oh, okay. And now it's 2 and 2. Still no push from tower yet. Dude moving in with baller. I apologize. I'm still trying to figure this out. There we go. Alright, now Olive getting the first push in, going down to first checkpoint. Looks like they've got a very powerful hold of Street right here. I think this is going to turn into a very big push. Actually, as I say that, 2 of Olive go down. It looks like the push is running out of steam already. And that's 3 down. Last one is Dude. Looks like Dude is forced to retreat back to mid. And let's switch over to Olive's side. Soren managing to help Dude get that trade there. And pushing all the way into their street. Very, very good play from Soren here. Oh, but he goes down to the Stingray, unfortunately. However, Olive is managing to push still, it seems. But they're just coming straight from their base right into the right side here. Very aggressive plays. Dude doing a very good job of just maintaining absolute control here. Forcing everyone back into their spawn. Alright. Looks like Sendo is trying to get tower back down to their street. Seems he's having some trouble though, as they just keep spilling back in from their spawn in the mid. Very good bomb rush from Sendo here. Unfortunately, he's still going to have to move back. And we've got a rapid duel in mid. Oh, very nice. Couldn't quite get the second one, but he weakened it. Let's see, alright, and Fuzzy and Soren working together here to stop tower. Looks like they've moved in on Olive Street here. Ooh, and a full wipe. Fuzzy going right in with the Inkjet, very aggressive. Is this going to pay off for him? Ooh, not quite, but I still think that was a very strong play, as it kept them in their base for just that bit longer for Olive to be able to come back and start making the push on tower. However, it looks like Olive is 2 down right now. This is ripe for the counter push. Cord here using his Ink Storm very efficiently. Very nice, very nice. Of course, probably going to get the lead here if this continues. Oh, just as I say that, Dude manages to get the kill. But he goes down shortly after. Will his teammates be able to stop tower? Wow, it seems not. They're already completely in Olive's spawn here. See if Soren can manage to stop tower here. Oh, and he goes down very close. He's just outnumbered. This is a rough situation for Olive here, but Dude managing to get out and get his baller off. Should alleviate much of the tower pressure. Oh, and he manages to get core. Very nice, very nice. I think Dude will be able to retake their street based off of that play. Very important being able to just recover from that push and be able to get a neutral status back into mid and hopefully get a counter push in. We've got 43 seconds, which I believe gives Olive enough time for about 2 pushes. They've really got to make them count, and I think they know that right now. Lots of conservative play. Yep, dude breaking out the baller again. Ooh, very nice, very nice. 3 down. Alright, let's see what Sendo does here. Decides to get on tower, good start. Excellent, passes off to Soren, so Soren can use the Stingray. Olive all the way in there. This might be the counter push that they need. Ooh, but the Stingray gets him. Will Soren be able to get on tower? Nope, that's it. Very good game, very good game. I would say both teams showed very good defense and strong aggression. There were no KOs, which honestly, it's fairly easy to KO in Kelp Dome in my opinion. So the fact that nobody KO'd is really telling. And wow, yeah. Double digits from pretty much almost everybody there. Very strong showing. Shows that both these teams were just clashing head on head the whole time. Alright, let me update the score here. Alright, sorry about that. Guess I'm working through some audio issues still. Alright, tower control on the reef. I would say that this is one of the most charger unfriendly maps. Not that either team is running a charger right now, but it's a random fact. Alright, both teams rush towards mid here. Let's start with True to Life's perspective. Very strong opening flank there, but unfortunately just trades. Oh wow, very nice. Very nice on True to Life's part. He's in a bit of a predicament here, but just existing in this space is pressuring Olive quite a lot. And even though he went down there, he managed to push just long enough so that his teammates could get to the first checkpoint. Not the greatest push in the world, but definitely decent. Alright, it looks like Fuzzy is just completely cleaning up tower down there. And Fuzzy's holding a very powerful spot right now, but he knows that he can get flanked very easily from that left spot. Very good of him to be aware of that. Alright, very perfect Inkjet activation timing in my opinion. This is about the time when they're overextending, and they can capitalize on that, and they do. 2 down for True to Life. Ooh. It's now even for True to Life and Team Olive. But still, Team Olive hasn't managed to push quite yet, while True to Life has managed to get 2 albeit minor pushes in. Olive's playing the long game here, though. They know that they've gotten 3.5 more minutes. There's no rush. All they need to do is wait for True to Life to overextend and make a big mistake. Get that triple to wipe in, and then push with all their might. And I believe that's what they're doing here. Alright. Now let's see what Dude is doing here. So he was trying to take a very strong flanking position there. But instead it seems that True to Life's Tri-Slosher is now putting the pressure on them. Wow, Olive almost getting spawn camped here as the tower approaches the 20 mark. Final checkpoint. And it's ticking down quickly. And it looks like they managed to stop it just in time. Jude using his baller to disperse them and force them to all break up. Excellent work. Olive really needs to ink Olive mid here and basically reset it to a neutral position before they can hope to push. Looks like they're already pushing right in though. But True to Life is sticking together. They know that this game's about teamwork and that splitting up is going to do them absolutely no favors. Wow, 2 down for Olive, 1 down for True to Life. Now 2 down for True to Life. All right. These front lines are all over the place. And we just need to see a good tower push from Olive here. It seems like they're almost a little bit afraid of the tower right now. Sendo managing to push just about to the first checkpoint, but unfortunately a splatter shot came and flanked them. Wow, 2 down for Olive. Seems that is the end of that push, unfortunately. That's just fine. All Olive needs to do is keep a neutral hold right now, wait for everybody to regroup, and then push out one more time. They've got time for about 2 more pushes. That should be enough if they really allocate their resources well here. Sendo assisting Fuzzy with that inkjet kill there, and vice versa. All right. Unfortunate. I was hoping we were going to see Dude do things there. All right, Soren though. Soren doing an excellent job putting the pressure on just as they put the pressure on him. Unfortunately, it goes down to a Stingray, but still, they're getting the start of a push that they need. This is exactly the kind of first push that they need. They might not necessarily get the lead with this push, but as long as they can get close. However, the timer is ticking down now. We've only got about 12 seconds, so that means that they need to get on that tower and get on it now and mount their offensive. So let's see if they can do that. Dude going in, but oh, is it enough? Nice. Wow, 3 down for True to Life. And there's 1. Oh, wow. Oh, it's tied. But Olive's wiped, so that's it. Wait, what? How did that happen? Oh, it was True to Life that was wiped. Okay, I just had it mixed up. Okay, that makes sense. Very good round from both teams there. Holy crap, what a nail biter. Literally down to the single point in overtime. If that tower had been stalled for probably about a second or 2 longer, then that would have been a loss for Olive there. Alright, the next map we're looking at here is Muscle Forge Fitness. Excellent map. One of my favorites out of the new ones. There's lots of height variation going on. And as is a theme with a lot of Splatoon 2 maps, there's a lot of ways to approach mid, which is very important, as mid is where the objective is, of course, as is the case with most Splatoon maps. Alright, Fuzzy taking a strong opening play here. Deciding not to be too aggressive, though. I think that was a very smart play to just stand there and shoot just in case. And excellent. Olive getting on the tower right away from the get-go. I like to see this. However, I don't think that push is going to go very far because they got flanked on the right side. However, they may be able to capitalize just because of the fact that Fuzzy didn't engage and baited the enemy in to fight his teammates in mid. As long as they were aware that he did that, then that was a smart play. And it looks like Olive is really capitalizing well off of that opening play. Soren using that Stingray to full effect. Fuzzy riding tower and tossing those burst bombs out to keep out that ink pressure. Make sure that they can't get too close. Oh, Fuzzy just barely going down, making a very excellent push there. Looks like Sendo and Soren are getting flanked. Oh, the splash down comes out, but Soren manages to survive. Ooh, very nice trade there, though. And it does appear that True to Life has stopped this push, at least for now. And we are back at a neutral position. Very excellent plays from Core here. I suspect we're going to see his baller come out soon. Oh, he actually saved it. Interesting. Alright, and all of it's pretty much just boxed in here, but they're playing quite defensively. Wow, 3 down for all of his Core just goes completely in. Looking bad for Olive here. Significant amount of their spawn area is inked. Very smart play from Core here. Couldn't quite cinch the lead, but nonetheless, very strong play. Very strong play from Olive there too, going all with their defense. I'm surprised that they were able to maintain the lead there as a 3 down. 3 down in the position they were in. It was looking bad for them. And it looks like they completely reversed the roles. I was just talking about how they were in a bad spot, and now they are in the same spot that True to Life was. But just as I say that, it seems neither team can quite get past the 45 mark or so. True to Life managing to get to 43 the one time, but each time the teams push, they just seem to get stuck at that one spot. But once again, Olive is 3 down. And we have True to Life setting up very smart. Oh, but is it about to be stopped as it just was before? It seems so. Core's trying to maintain the push, but unfortunately, Baller will not keep him safe forever. Still, though, these tower moves, he is absolutely stalling for as long as possible. He did a very good job getting it down to, wow, 45 with the help of his teammates jumping on there. This push might not be over yet. Oh, and it is. It is. No, Sendo and Soren have absolutely made sure. Very excellent kill from Sendo there. Alright, double. Let's see what Dude is doing over here. He's making a very interesting flank from the looks of it. He's playing a little bit more defensively because he knows he's surrounded. If he overextends, then he will die. However, just hiding in the ink right here and being able to react to opponents that come up the hill like that is a very strong position for him to be in. And as you can tell, like, even with 2 enemies on him, Dude's still going. Alright. couldn't quite get the effectiveness out of that baller I think he needed, but managed to stall them. All right, with 15 seconds left, the pressure's really on True to Life. True to Life has to make that final push now. They may only be 2 points down, but Rainmaker doesn't care how many points you're down. Oh, and it looks like Fuzzy's making the plays right now. He manages to get the final trade, and Dude on tower, that is looking pretty done. Excellent match. Yet another very close one. I think ultimately what gave Olive the advantage there is that they not only had a sloshing machine, but they also had Soren covering with, Sendo covering with Luna Blaster. And that combination on tower controls, I'm sure many of you know, is very potent and powerful. Aha, a map we've seen before. Yet a new game mode. Going to be checking out Rainmaker on the Reef. This is actually somewhat controversial, I believe. Mostly because Rainmaker on the Reef can end very quickly. Now, of course, Rainmaker on any map can end very quickly, but the Reef, the Reef can end very, very fast if you are not careful. However, these are both skilled opponents. I believe that they won't underestimate each other, and because of that, I doubt that we're going to see a quick knockout. So with that being said, let's settle into another nail biter. Aha, Fuzzy with the Aerospray RG. That is an interesting pick. Let's see how Olive decides to open up this play. Aha, Fuzzy going straight for the baller strats here. Seems Dude is as well. Interesting. I believe that this strategy, Fuzzy and Dude are actually going to try and escort Rainmaker here. Just overwhelm the opponent with their baller. Great work from Dude, pressuring these guys, keeping them in chaos, not really allowing them to settle down in a spot. But unfortunately, nobody's really able to capitalize objective. And as I say that, True to Life manages to pick up the Rainmaker after getting 2 down on Olive. So let's switch over to them and see what they're doing. Core going absolutely in, per usual. Wow, all of True to Life right here. This might be it. Amazing. Not quite a quick KO, but just about. If Olive wants to come back from this, they need to go all the way now. There's absolutely no stopping it. And True to Life doesn't even give them the chance, completely stomping them. Well, I guess that completely reversed what I stated. That was indeed a bit of a quick KO, but that is just how Rainmaker on the Reef goes sometimes. It's very dependent on your opening play, and when you lose that momentum, it can be very difficult to come back from. And another familiar map, Muscle Forge again. Yet again on Rainmaker. Let's see if we see Olive change up their strategy a little bit here. Aha, going with the same strategy. Interesting. Except this time, Sendo is on Blaster instead of Luna. Looks like Dude and Sendo sticking together here. I like this. What's going to come of it? It looks like they separated. Ooh, and that's a wipe for Olive. True to Life just pushing right out the gate here. They are going to capitalize off this wipe as far as they can. Wow, and push down to 8. 2 down for True to Life, so this might be the end of the push, but Olive really can't feel safe yet. Particularly since they just got pushed down to 8. Excellent defense there from Sendo and Dude, though. Fortunately, Soren going down to the Stingray. Very, very nice swift play from Olive. You notice they managed to take mid back very quickly. However, unfortunately, it seems that the Rainmaker just isn't able to push at the moment because True to Life is playing very intelligently and just zoning from the outskirts. From my impression here, it seems that True to Life just has a natural range advantage with most of their weapons. And as a result, they're winning these fights. Well, I guess mostly against Fuzzy. Not so much the others since Sendo switched his to Blaster. But that was the problem with the last map, at least. Looks like Olive's about to go for the push here. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize. They keep getting the Olive members in, and they're doing an excellent job of that. But unfortunately, it seems True to Life is kind of able to just stick on the peripherals of the battlefield and strike at just the right time. It's a very clever strategy. Just shows that Olive's just got to be a little bit more careful about making sure that they cover all those flanks. Alright, let's see. Dude makes moves here. Oh. Alright, yep, getting a kill. Can he get another? Oh, close. Sorry, just getting completely cornered in there by the sloshing machine and the Rainmaker shots. True to Life knows that they do not have to hurry at all. Olive has to play by their rules currently. Oh wow. Just when Sendo was looking like he was going to get the push in to get Rainmaker there, he managed to reset. This is good news for Olive though. Now they'll be able to pick up the Rainmaker and take it somewhere else on their own terms. Perhaps even a push down mid could be the ticket that this team needs to be able to take the lead here. Because, I mean, even though so far True to Life has done a very good job of keeping Olive out, Rainmaker can swing at any point. All Olive needs to do is get one very strong play, and this match could be over in their favor. And that's one of the exciting things about Rainmaker is even when the scores are hugely different, things can always end up like a little bit different than you expected. But True to Life just absolutely going ham on this defense. Like it's almost like they move back to entice Olive in and make them think that they're retreating, and then right when Olive is about to run out of ink, they jump in and strike. It's very brilliant. Oh, but just as I say that, very critical kills from Soren there. See, oh, is this the push we needed? It is. Wow. Olive getting it all the way down to 1 in a single push just as the countdown starts. This is huge. True to Life is going to have a very difficult time because they need to push all the way from their base and get a KO without Rainmaker Carrier dying once. Incredible plays. All Olive has to do is be patient here and get those ballers up and just pressure Rainmaker, basically. Let's see what Dude is doing. Looks like he is trying to bring this overtime to an end. Oh, and he didn't quite, but Rainmaker Carrier's got to be incredibly weak. Let's look at Rainmaker Carrier here. Managing to hang on with a Stingray covering him. Wow, they managed to get all the way to Olive's base. This is quite a nail-biter. Olive putting up the Disruptor miss. Excellent work. Oh, and Dude finishing it off with a baller. Very, very nice. Wow. What a way to end it. But yeah, that was a perfect example of what I was talking about. Right there, it looked like Olive was kind of just struggling in comparison to True to Life, but they really managed to turn it around there. And really all it matters is who has the lower score at the end of the game, so... Alright, Starfish main stage. We haven't seen this one yet. This map is very interesting because a lot of the combat occurs in the center of the stage. However, there are flanks on the left and right side that go entirely around it. I find that interesting, at least. And of course, you need to either travel grates or jump over a bottomless pit in order to be able to do that. All breaking out the Rapid Pro and Sloshing Machine, while on the other hand, True to Life is breaking out double Splatter Shot with 2 Sloshers, going Tri-Slosher and Sloshing Machine. Very interesting. This means that Olive is going to have a slight ink disadvantage, however, potentially a kill advantage if they can really capitalize on the Sloshing Machine and Rapid Blaster and the advantages that those weapons have. Looks like Soren's doing a good job of going in there, causing problems, being unpredictable. Ooh, here in one direct. Managed to finish it off. Getting a very nice push off right here. All the way down to 40, and Dude is in a very powerful position to keep this push going as long as he plays a little bit defensive here. Unfortunately, has to back off, but still nonetheless. Got Baller ready, he's got his eye on the enemy, and going for the flank. Alright. Unfortunately, while he wasn't able to get that flank off that he wanted, he did stop a flank, which is still incredibly important. Excellent work. Very, very nice use of Baller there. Soren signaling that Dude's work is not done yet, unfortunately. But True to Life knowing, getting that smart flank in, they're just slowly and meticulously digging into the right side of all the space right there. Let's see what Core's up to. Core's, wow, if he would have gotten that kill on Fuzzy, that would have been incredible. I'm sure he would have gotten a very strong flank, but Fuzzy knew, cut him off before it could even start. Very nice work, Soren. Taking one down. Unfortunately, they still got the lead off a second push, but what Soren did there is diverted their attention and forced them to focus on 2 spots at once. And it seems that the other members of Olive were able to capitalize on that, even if, unfortunately, it wasn't enough to quite stop the lead from being taken. And wow, True to Life with another push, pushing it all the way to 9. I'm really amazed that this push has not ended yet, but they've just been absolutely relentless in their onslaught of the right side of Olive's base here. And it looks like this really could be the end of the game if all doesn't go around and I think get a strong flank off. Like, Soren's doing a good job of pushing in here because one person needs to do that, but we also need people coming in from the sides here. And it looks like they're trying, but True to Life just has such a powerful use of and grip of the stage. And just like that, the Rainmaker's back at mid, but True to Life's already there picking it up and rushing it back. Still though, just like last game, you can never leave Olive out. They're learning from this experience right now, and they're figuring out how to best mount a response. 2 down for both sides. Oh, actually, only 1 alive for True to Life. If Soren can get this kill, then this might be important for them. It's less important now, unfortunately, since a bunch of them have respawned, but nonetheless. Ooh. Very nice kill there. Core was going to be a pain in their side and stop every single one of their pushes until he was stopped. Alright, Sendo going straight for it. I don't blame him. Fortunately, that Stingray was on point. Absolutely not letting that Rainmaker move an inch. However, Dude is trying to do the exact same thing they were doing. Not a bad idea at all. Get those claws into the side of their base. Wow, though. Core making a very, very smart play. Per usual, Core just being very smart. He seems to be able to approach the battlefield unseen and just kind of hang out and know, like, when a critical moment is about to happen, and he just comes in and does what he needs to do. Very strong player. Excellent work from Fuzzy there, braving the Stingray. Unfortunately, goes down to it, but I can't say I blame him. Stingray, when you have the Rainmaker, is quite a tricky thing to deal with. At any rate, another win for True to Life here. Very, very strong showing there. Alright, another new one, Humpback Pump Track. I very much like this map. I think it's open, it flows well. The middle can be a little bit annoying because of the fact that it's raised up and it's kind of slopey, but I don't know, I like that about it. There's something nice about Humpback Pump Track. I feel that it strikes a good balance between you can use a charger on it or something long range, and you can also go more mobile, and I feel that both work pretty well. Alright, so what I'm expecting to see is something more slosher heavy from True to Life here. Probably Tri-Slosher plus Sloshing Machine. We're definitely going to see Tri-Slosher from Olive as well. However, what we're going to see Sendo run is what I'm most curious in. He could very well go Luna. I guess we will see here in just a moment. And he did. My prediction was way more accurate than I expected it, to be quite blunt. Going quadruple slosher. A bold move, however, I think it might be a good one because of all the height variation on this map. We will just have to see how it works out for them. And True to Life managing to get the zone after kind of a rocky start. Wow, even getting the lead. Fuzzy pretty much backed into a corner over here, but he's being smart about it. All very much trying to take back the zone here, but what do you do against 4 weapons that were pretty much built to play this stage? Wow, and double Stingray going off on top of the ink armors. What a sight to see. This is incredibly intimidating, to be quite frank. I apologize, at points it's a little bit difficult for me to comment because I'm just in awe. Wow, dude getting a baller out, but seemingly dying after the baller had started. I don't actually know how that happened. Nonetheless, very stunning victory and a good job to True to Life there. Inkbot Art Academy. Alright. Another map that I think Sloshers do a particularly good job on. I don't know if we'll see quadruple Slosher per se, because this map isn't quite the Slosher paradise that Humpback Pump Track is. I am very curious to see what both teams bring to the table here in terms of comp. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I guess a classic comp from Olive and maybe double Spider Shot from True to Life. We shall see. Ah, nope. It's a little, well, classic enough. Sendo's playing Rapid, though. And by classic, I mean the comp that we've seen Olive field up to this point, essentially. 2 down for True to Life. Not looking so good here, but, oh, nope. Unfortunately, just gets the trade. Which paves the way for Olive here to get a decent hold of mid. However, can't get too comfortable yet. They're going to have to get one more fight down if they want to get a really comfortable hold of Splat Zone. Ooh. Looks like True to Life takes the zone back fairly quickly with 3 down for Olive. Soren's the last one remaining. And he goes down, unfortunately. Dude and Fuzzy not quite fast enough to be able to get back there. But just as fast as True to Life took the zone, it looks like Olive is here with a comeback. Using a bomb rush, baller. Very nice baller use there. Bonking him into the explosion radius. Alright, let's look at True to Life's perspective here. What have they got to do to get back into mid? Because Olive has just gotten a pretty solid hold, but it's definitely not over yet. That was smart of Core there, but I think unfortunately he probably should have jumped down at... Still, I think he was calling Soren's bluff a little bit. Wow, as the time ticks down for Olive. True to Life just desperately trying to get in there. I don't blame them at all. Wow, is this going to be a knockout for Olive? Three, 2, and it is. Fantastic work. Back and forth at the beginning there, but Olive won 2 fights by just staying calm, being consistent, using those specials together. And, well, you saw the results. Very fantastic work. Sturgeon Shipyard. Interesting. This is another one where I'm actually not entirely sure what to expect. I would expect Rapid Blaster from Olive. What are we going to see from True to Life here, though? That is the question. Aha, True to Life going with 2 sloshers, rapid, and a splatter shot. While Olive goes with pretty much the conventional comp. Very interesting. Let's see what Core does here with this rapid blaster. I'm very curious to see his play with it. Gets a nice pick off dude very early. However, Fuzzy really punishes him for it. It seems True to Life has 3 down. And just like that, Olive is able to get a very strong control over mid. As I say that, they start contesting zone. However, I believe Olive will be able to take this again. But True to Life manages to get back. That was just enough time to stall Olive. Very excellent work with that one teammate of True to Life there. Oh wow, not quite seeing Dude get that flank in there, but he manages to survive. Two down for True to Life, but 2 down for Olive as well. Wow, the thing I'm really impressed about with this match so far is that even though it's been neck and neck, and in terms of like kills and encounters, True to Life has done an incredible job of making sure that each one of the encounters ends in their favor paint-wise on the zone, which is really the only thing that matters. Like right now, sure they're not like overly dominating in kills, but like they're making all the right pressure plays and all the right like moves in terms of aim control. And Olive just doesn't seem to know how to respond yet, unfortunately, but the timer's ticking down, so they've really got to figure something out fast. But as I say that, Fuzzy goes down, unfortunately. It seems that... Oh, and there goes Dude. Core just completely doing everything he can to make sure that they cannot get back in. Fantastic work from True to Life there, really. Just absolute dominance in terms of control. Like I said, like in terms of kills, at the very beginning, they were kind of just neck and neck, but they just kept getting in there and kept getting behind him and forcing Olive to reposition. Because if Olive didn't reposition, they would have gotten wiped. Interesting, interesting stuff. All right, so I guess that was the end of that scrim. Thank you for joining us. We have got Platinum Cup coming up in 6 days here. That's next Saturday. make sure to come by and watch it. We got Team Olive, Kraken Paradise, Set Destroy X, Ethereal, and of course many top Japanese teams as well. I'm probably gonna butcher the pronunciation, and I apologize, but there's Tomakin TV, S Sonic, Akiri Otaku, and Splash. And you can find that at challenge.com/Platinum Cup 2017. I'd show you that on screen, but unfortunately I don't have that configured. But at any rate, thank you all for coming by. Hope my commentary was alright. And you'll have a great rest of your morning.